Hi guys. Hi, good boy. You go back to sleep. Everything's good. You okay? Go night night. How's everybody doing? Well, good job. I was moving my thing that my computer's on and spilled my coffee like seconds I before I was letting Belinda in. I was in the and so I'm just cleaning up my whatever, whatever. It's okay. Well, let's have some fun. It's probably us today, so we'll get started in child's pose. Thank you for understanding. I was thinking this week uh since it's me, would you guys rather do strength tomorrow? I mean, handstands tomorrow and then strength on Thursday? That be better or does it matter? Does it matter? Diane's cool either way. Yeah. Okay. Just checking in. All right, take a few deep breaths here. And go ahead and walk the hands over to the right side. Lean the left hip away. Nice even breaths here into both sides of the rib cage. And then come on back to center and we'll walk the hands on over to the other side. Come on back to center. Start to slide forward into that cat stretch. Yes. Nice even breaths here. Take about 5 more deep breaths. And then slide the hands under the shoulders, lift up, and we'll take just a couple of breaths in child's pose. Nice round back here after that big old back bend. And then we'll meet up on the belly. So go ahead and lift up to a tabletop and then just lean forward, end up on the belly. We're going to do that belly twist here, but we're going to do that more dynamic version. So just rocking side to side, stepping back. I'll do this for a couple of minutes just to get that nice X factor length from opposite shoulder and hip opening up. If you can get that bun all the way down. Nice big twist in the waist here. Just a couple more each side, and then we'll stay on one side for about a minute. And then when you've got that left foot behind you, we'll just hang out here. Breathe nice and low down into the low part of the ribs. That diaphragm move. And we'll head on over to the other side. Last few breaths here. Just see where you can let go, wherever it is you're holding. And then go ahead and roll onto the belly. And turn the head to the other side just for a couple of breaths. Give the neck a release. We'll go ahead and come into child's pose. Should feel pretty good right about now. And then bring the torso up. We'll come into that ankle stretch. So you can put a block under the shins if you like, or lift the knees without a block, or just sitting on the shins is good. We'll do this for a minute each side. Nice ankle stretch. Good stretch all along the front of the leg here. Good. And then go ahead and come on down and we'll sit on the toes. Make sure those big toes are in line. Oh, I forgot about my pinky toe. Oh, it's all good until just now. It's going to be okay. Yeah, spending a few minutes on this toe and ankle mobility that we need for the rest of the body to remain supple. All right, let's go ahead and come onto the tops of the feet and lift the knees. Nice work. This gives you that nice toe point without the calf cramps. Okay, guys. Oh, other side, tuck the toes. Mm-hmm. We're going to do this one more time each side. Okay, go ahead and come onto the tops of the feet. Hmm. Okay, you guys, last time, tuck the toes. Oh, it's so great. These don't usually get to me, but they're kind of getting to me today. Okay, perfect. Go ahead and swing the legs around to the front. Yo, and bounce the knees a little bit. That's a lot of knee compression there. This should feel pretty good. Good. Let's go ahead and take the feet wide. We're going to come right into our forward fold here in a straddle. Just let that pelvis tilt forward. We'll hang out here for about a minute or so. And go ahead and bring the torso up. Let's swivel over the left leg and come right back down. Same deep breaths into the low part of the ribs here. Just taking deep breaths in this shape gives you an even more effective stretch. Walk the torso up, swivel over that right leg, and come on down. And bring the torso up onto center here, and then we'll slide that left shoulder to the inside of the left knee and reach up overhead. So my whole right butt lifts up off of the mat when I do this. I don't mind if yours does, just depends on where your focus is. For me, I want to easily reach my foot, so that means my hip comes up. If I want to keep both buns grounded, then that actually doesn't feel good. You can always bend the knee and hold on to the ankle. Sometimes that'll give you a little more accessibility to that foot. And then you can have your right butt cheek up and you don't need permission for it. Nice deep breath. Roll back to center. Bring the torso up. Support it and help it as much as possible. And then we'll bring that right shoulder way to the inside. So this is, just think of this as a twist more than anything else. If you just focus on maybe rotating the rib cage up toward the ceiling, kind of changes where your attention is. You can bend that knee here. Also, I like this shape actually, holding onto my ankle. Couple more deep breaths here, nice and low down into the belly. Nice. Go ahead and roll back to center and then help that torso up. I'm going to help the knees to move here. Give the knees a little squeeze. And then bounce the knees a little bit. We're going to hang out in a forward fold. Just let the back round and let the head hang. So this is a little bit more recovery than effort. So just let the back round and let the head hang. Nice and light.
Nice. Just a couple more breaths here.
And roll the torso up. And make your way right into a squat. Yep, perfect. You can walk the hands out, get a nice round back. For some reason, I'm a little achy today, so these are feeling really good. I don't know why. Maybe because I've been compensating for my toe for 3 weeks, and it's like the rest of my body's picking up the tab right now. So I'm quite achy. And then bring the torso up. We're going to do some ankle rolls. So you know how to do that through the arch onto the top of the foot and then facing that side direction here. All right. And then roll through the arch, roll through the top of the arch through the top, swivel so you're sitting on that heel, and then rolling right back through. Really focus on that foot and ankle movement here. Just let the body follow along for the ride. If you only moved the feet, what would happen? You're kind of forced to swivel into that other direction. You really can't help it. Okay. They're just leaving. It's okay. Very nice. Next time you find yourself facing toward the right, we're going to roll, lift the hips, roll over the foot, just flip onto the sole of the foot, right up onto the tippy toes, and then rolled back down. Good. Roll through the arch and swivel on over to the other side. Really let the toes and the top of the foot and the ankles do all of the work for you. Good. Next time you find yourself facing to the right, okay, Gordon. And you lift, lean back and pull the front toes towards you. So you're just going to get a little extra length along the back of the front leg. And then lean, roll, and swivel. The next time you find yourself facing to the right, after you pull the toes towards you, lean into the front foot and take that back leg all the way up toward the ceiling. Bring the top of the toe back down, shift back, and then roll onto the shin. All right, so be really deliberate in your movements here. onto the top of the bottom of that foot, pull the front toes towards you. There's no rush. Lean into the front foot. See how close the belly is to the thigh? Just leave it there and take that leg all the way up. And then touch down with the top of the toe. Lean back, pull the toes toward you, and then swivel over the foot and on into the other side. Nice, even breath. Do one more each side. Nice. And then we'll meet back up in our squat. Just finish, no rush. Just take your time. Do the other side if you need to still. I love it. You guys look good. Good. If all you thought about was gluing the belly to the thigh, that would be your number one focus also. Nice work. Once you're in your squat, then just go ahead and come onto your buns and bounce the knees a little bit. Go ahead and scoot on over to a wall just to play around with those little compression drills that we did last week. These are perfect after everything that we've done already. So use that wall for some support. And you know those drills we do at the wall where we're sliding a toe down or down the shin up to that little divot in the quad? I want you to think of that same awareness here, not really down the thigh, but at least the minute you bend that knee, drag the toe along the floor, pull the thigh up to the belly, straighten the leg, and then get that toe right back down and then push that foot away from you. All right. So just focus on getting that thigh all the way to the belly, straighten the leg, tap the toe down, and push the foot away. So if you just focus on where the toe is stopping, and then you straighten your leg and bring that toe right back to that spot, and then push that foot away. What if that's all that we had to do here? Good. Keep that thigh glued to the belly when you straighten the leg. Let's do two more each side. Same level of concentration you would have doing this drill on your hands. Yes, very good. needs work, and then go ahead and let all of that go. You can slide away from the wall. We're just going to do a couple of things we've already done, just in a different relationship to gravity. So we already did these things where we're like that. We're just going to do that in a seated position. So get the knee up over the shoulder. You can hold on to the foot. And we're just going to start to straighten that leg. So this is literally, if you bent that knee, it's the same thing we do lying down. We're just doing it sitting up today, just to see if we can duplicate that same shape. This is a twist. So think of it as a twist, twisting toward that left leg. If you've got that right leg over the shoulder, whichever side you're twisting toward the other leg, whether you keep that leg straight or bend the knee. Yeah, yeah. Hey, pretty nice, you guys. But you can do the other side if you haven't already. Twisting toward the straight leg. If you only feel this like in your hamstring or your inner thigh or something, try to focus on twisting the rib cage. Yes, lovely, just lovely. Does it feel anything remotely like to the one we do in the straddle? No. Okay, that's good information. Yeah, on my left side, because my left knee is so jacked up, when I do it on my left side, it helps for me to hold on to my ankle instead of my foot. I don't know why. But if I try to rotate my rib cage away and turn this into a twist, then it does feel more accessible. Just good movement, like those awkward deep twists. Nice. Maybe one more each side. Does it improve with repetition? Is it improving the more you do it? Yeah, it's like a learned behavior. All right, you guys, we'll go ahead and let all of that go. We're gonna come into a lunge. We'll start with that right foot forward. could bring your hands to the inside of the front foot if you like, or move on to the elbows. Really nice. You're on the elbows, lift the torso back up, and we're just going to roll into that little twist here. So roll onto the outer edge of the back leg. Lots of length along the side body here. Nice deep breaths, deep stretch in the psoas, and really good lengthening along the spleen. Go ahead and swivel back onto the top of the foot, that back foot, facing into that lunge again. And then we're going to move into our Cossack squat. So you're swiveling onto that heel. Yeah, looks good, Nikki. Go ahead and have a seat right here, and then just bring that knee down to meet the other knee and come into a forward fold. So now you've got an internal rotation of that right thigh and come into that forward fold. This does not feel good. And bring the torso up, bring that knee up. Just lift right back up to your Cossack squat. Yep, nice, Diane. Swivel toward your lunge. You got it. And then go ahead and straighten the front leg. Just pivot over to the other side and come into that lunge with that left foot forward. You can bring both hands to the inside of that front foot if you like. Maybe lower down onto the forearms if that is good for you. If you're on both forearms, bring the torso up, and then we'll start to swivel toward that front knee, roll onto the outer edge of the back leg. Lots of length along the whole right side. Really nice compression in that left side. Nice. Start to roll onto the top of that back foot. That shifts the torso forward, and then swivel onto the heel. You magically end up in your Cossack squat. And slowly have a seat. Bring that left knee down to meet the right knee. You've got that internal rotation now. And come on into a forward fold. And walk the torso up. End up back in your Cossack squat. Swivel toward the front knee. And then into that little twist onto the outer edge of the right leg. Swivel toward the front. Swivel into your Cossack squat. And then let's switch sides in our Cossack. And we'll start going through this side to side. We've done this before. So then swivel onto that top of the foot and into that really nice twist here that's hard to tuck in. And swivel. Once you're in your Cossack squat, you can come into that forward fold again, bring that knee down and bring the torso down, only if you want to. Totally up to you. I like it. Just good movement, good coordination. Yeah, You okay there, Nikki? No, yeah, you're doing great. Yeah, good. If you find a good spot, hang out in it. There's no rule that says you have to keep moving. Maybe you find that good little extra spot you want to get into. Just do two more each side. Good. If the foot of the extended leg did all of the work, the body would follow along for the ride for sure. Try not to focus on the hips or limitations. Just let the foot do all of the work. Yes. Very nice. When you're finished with that last round, we're just going to meet up at the wall. Just going to hang out in a straddle. Soften the breath. Gently help the knees together. We'll come in just to bring them to your chest here. Keep your butt near the wall and drop your knees over to one side in a twist. I like these assisted twists. They keep my knees nice and high. Should feel pretty good. And then drop the knees on over to the other side. And then just roll on over to your left side and come on up to a seated position. Hope that was just what you needed. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.